run down? Don't have the energy you used to? You want to put the zest back into your step? Then you need Superman Lizard Vitality. It's got everything you need to get your groove back. 100% guaranteed effective. Just look at what's done for me. And enter the code UNIVERSALIST at checkout to get a free subspace shipping on your order. So don't delay. Get your 30-day supply for only $29.99 Quatloos. Don't be a tool of the Galactic World Order. Get yours now. Ah!
What happens when you combine a race-swapped Buffy the Vampire Slayer with low-rent lesbian Twilight fanfiction? You get a Netflix series that's canceled after one season. First Kill. Meet Juliet, a high school-age vampire who for some reason can still see herself in mirrors, walk around in daylight, and is still in high school, who falls in love with a Slayer named Calliope.
You're Calliope? Oh, Cal's good.
Sure, why not? They then share a forbidden romance, just like those two. Well, maybe those two. Watch them take on other vampires, werewolves that look like bad CGI from 1995, and make out in the unsexiest way possible. You know, all you're doing is combining The Hunger, Twilight, and Buffy, and it's been done better. I mean, sheesh, you people. If you can't make lesbian vampires work on Netflix, then seriously, something is wrong here. Starring, whoever these people are. I really don't care anymore. But the mom was on Lost and a bunch of stuff you'll probably recognize. Don't miss When Animals Attack on Netflix. Now all we do is sit back and wait for the Axel Braun version, which will be 10 times better, believe me. She's a single female lawyer in the city, who happens to be the cousin of one of the most powerful Avengers.
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different...
Oh, yeah, should let her think that, but...
No, not her. The other one. You know, the green guy. Now, after an accident, where they blatantly change her origin story to prevent her from being saved by a man, transforms her into the Jade Giantess, she'll remind you whose show this is in the first place.
Just remember whose show this actually is.
Yeah, like you were ever gonna let us forget it. She-Hulk. Meet Jennifer Walters, a high-powered LA lawyer who can't help questioning Captain America's sexual history.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin. Did you see that ass? Like, that ass?
That is America's ass.
Did not deserve to die a virgin. It's like...
Get sexually harassed outside a bar by a bunch of outdated male stereotypes.
Just being friendly. Yeah, where you going? So what?
Then wakes up in Mexico at Bruce Banner's tropical retreat, who then will take every opportunity to remind you how horrible it is to be a woman in the 21st century.
Triggers are anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
When incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I can prove that's not the case.
More smiles.
Shh. When I'm catcalled in the street.
It's 2022. Where do you get catcalled? On your way from your office to Starbucks? Yeah, it must be hell going that whole 20 feet from the elevator to the counter. Then, after returning to her career as a high-powered deputy DA, she's attacked by the Jersey Shore and manages to defeat her in about 3 seconds. Well, that was anticlimactic. Tatiana Maslany stars in the show whose writers admit that they don't know how to write a courtroom scene in
Lawyer Show.
I Am Woman Hulk, Hear Me Roar. Literally. Maybe this would have been better if it wasn't written like a Twitter argument between two completely unlikable human beings.
Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong.
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. Little punk. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
If this is the best the MCU now has to offer, then I hate to think what you have in store for Daredevil. Now, for the first time, you can own your very own Rings of Power. From the Kelleborn Smiths, we'll be sending you one per season. Molded to appear forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Made from the finest cubic zirconium, plastic, and metal that isn't measurably radioactive and won't turn your fingers green. Probably. Much. These can now be yours for 5 easy payments of $39.99.99 Elvish runes. Act now, supplies are limited, because once the Dark Lord Sauron takes over, they'll all be gone, and you'll be his slaves. And just remember,
there's a tempest in me,
whose fault this actually is.
And it will not be quelled.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch. Jinkies.
Let's assume they're high.
Oh, you gonna have some snarky comment, aren't ya?
Yeah. It's code for adults who still watch cartoons.
Black Shaggy gonna kill your bitch ass.
Norval? What are you doing here?
Black Shaggy need a minute to prepare for this. I got to know what I'm getting into. So do you like the back door or not? Black Shaggy don't want to read this in the newspaper, you dig? Inquiring minds want to know.
We have a student newspaper?
Bitch is dumb.
Hey! Who just threw a rock through my window?
Geo from the Crystal Mines. You should know that because your dumb bitch ass was born there.
The Crystal Mines? That old tourist attraction that's now a seagull toilet full of condoms?
Bitch is crass. That's right.
How is my mom's disappearance related to your grandma?
Your mom's left because she hated your fat dumbass, bitch. These dumbass writers gotta make everybody connected to everybody else. Don't know nothing about characterization, know how. That's right.
Your mom's a high school principal married to a guidance counselor.
At least my parents are still married, bitch. Your pops is married to some dumbass waitress almost as dumb as you.
Ah! What the hell? Wait, I found a bag of salad.
What the fuck you doing? Good, something funny actually happened in this goddamn episode. About time, bitch.
We could take Daphne's mom's cop car to Spooner's to get food there. Unfortunately, I don't drive.
Your fat dumbass just wants an excuse to eat out the damn garbage again. You sick girl, you need some help. It ain't the kind of help that Black Shaggy can give you. That's right.
Oh, yuck. Ugh.
Hey, we all know your fat dumbass eat out the garbage. I'm just the one saying it.
Me?
That's right.
Finally, a chicken I could put my blessing behind. Say yes to Pope Yes Chicken, the official chicken of Pope Abaiga. The only chicken you'll need for your salvation. Even that Shlomo guy likes it.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Say yes to Pope Yes. It's heavenly.
Coming up on the CW, it's prom night, and love is in the air. Until it's time to throw down! Sam and Miguel share a tender moment. But look who's crashing the party! Watch as young couples share a romantic dance. And fight! And dance fight! Be sure to watch an extra special episode of Kung Fu High Prom Night!
Thompson Morning, NBC. NBC, Thompson Morning. 66 from NBC, went some bad, we went so good. Thompson Morning, NBC. NBC, WNBC. Thompson Morning, Mike Beavis Bowler, Bob Bowler, Fred Thomas, WNBC. That's in Brazil, Red. WNBC. Ross Salzberg, Steve Jones Bowler. Thompson Morning. We got Pete West and the Super Sales in the afternoon. Thompson in the morning. And we see. November 2. 56, November 2. What's bad? We was good. How you doing, everybody? Thompson in the morning. And we see. November 2.
How is everybody doing out there in faux radio land? How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing fine. They're just doing well. Morbid Fury, that's right. Mr. MH, Clint Matthews, Anthony Way, Cesario Japan. Yes. Yes, you are very much correct. We're going to be talking about The Flash. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about all good stuff here. Got future headlines, animal news. Speaking of animal news, let's check in with the cat cam. We're going to check in with the cat cam right now. Buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing? There's cat cam right there. There's one of them. Yeah, buddy. Come here. No.
Hey, buddy. Like scratch on the buttocks. And there is another one. Pot roasting. Let's see. Buddy, how you doing? No answer, buddy. Hey, buddy. Okay, that's all of them. Like for now, I guess. Larry Zabamofu is somewhere out there. How is mid 19-hour nap? That's right. That's right. How is everybody doing? Andrew Help, Clint Matthews, Mr. MH, Anubis T800. Got a good party for victory. Gold line. Yes, yes. Parade was very good. Very much fun. Saw the cup. I always say it took me, I don't know how long to see the Rangers win a cup, but it's been 30 years since. I tell everybody, enjoy it now because you don't know when it's going to come around again. The Rangers still haven't won another one. No, I did not get flashed. No, I did not get flashed. And I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad. The thought for sure somebody would have flashed me, so show me some titties. Apparently not. But what can you do? It's not up to me. When women want to expose themselves, they expose themselves. Hey, who might Jesus people were a problem. Yeah. Well, Morbid, the parade you can find it online. I mean, we had some video problems. Unfortunately, it came out rather pixelated. That's where we need your help. If the stream looks pixelated, please tell one of us. If there's a stream that we're doing and it looks pixelated, if it's unwatchable, please somebody tell one of us. Because we will switch over to just a recording of it and upload it later. So just do us a solid there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Walked a lot. My feet are still sore. From walking around. So they yeah. So anyway, like I said, if someone could just do that solid and tell us if the stream is a problem with it, we'll switch over to a recording of it. All right. So yeah, we could do that. Damn the time difference. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So the cats are doing well. What I'm going to get into now is the Flash movie. Could have taken a taxi. We should probably taken an Uber. No, I think we could have taken an Uber. The streets were blocked off. Could have taken an Uber, but opted to walk it. It was ways, but we got some extra steps in. So what we're going to talk about is we are going to talk about the Flash right now. King of the Impossible. Dun 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 Flash. Dun ah. He said every one of us. Dun 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 Flash. Dun ah. Ezra Miller is an a-hole. Flash. His movie was terrible. So the Flash. You suck donkey balls. Oh boy, where do I start? I didn't take any notes during this movie. Okay, I did not take any notes. I probably should have. This movie's not good. Not in any stretch of imagination. Now listen, there is a good movie here. Unfortunately, it's called Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. It's the 2013 animated movie. It's pretty much, yeah, we're spoiling the movie. Yes, we are. So we're spoiling. I should probably label it spoilers.
Do you want to do a non-spoiler?
Well, hold on. Spoilers? Darn, I can't save the thing here because it's already started. So, all right. Well, listen. The spoilers of it is this. Once again, if you've watched City on the Edge of Forever, you've seen the movie. How is it I'm the only one picking up on this? People are really, I mean, listen. This is the same movie as Across the Spider-Verse, and it's the same movie as the episode of Star Trek City on the Edge of Forever. These are the same exact movie. Now we're seeing two movies that are exactly the same. And to me, both of them weren't executed very well. Does the Flash save Edith Keeler? His mom is really in the Edith Keeler role. He is, he gets the idea that to save his dad and to save his mom, he has to go back. All this happened. His dad's in jail because she forgot a can of tomato sauce for spaghetti. And so his dad runs out to the store and someone breaks in and stabs his mother to death. And he figures if he can go and stop her from forgetting the spaghetti sauce, that he can correct everything. But it turns out there's a butterfly effect. It's if he prevents that from happening, it will create a butterfly effect in which Zod will destroy the universe. That's correct. It had nobody near this. This movie apparently had 5 directors over the last few years. It had 5 directors. That's not a recipe for quality film. Sometimes sometimes changing directors can make a difference, but in this case, it didn't. So what happens is he goes back in time. He prevents his mother from forgetting the spaghetti. Then he goes and everything's okay. And then he goes back forward and his mom's still alive and he meets another version of himself that's a dickhole. Well, Ezra Miller's a dickhole anyway. But for some reason, he goes back to the day he gets his powers. And then there's a lightning strike, and then he gets the powers and the chemical. and it goes through him, and it goes into the Ezra Miller, the other Ezra Miller, and it goes into and other Ezra Miller gets powers, and his get taken away. Again, this is a scene out of Flashpoint Paradox. How long has this thing been worked on? This thing's been in the works for quite a long time. Now, Solo had 3 directors: Lord and Miller and Ron Howard. I wouldn't doubt if Lawrence Kasdan tried, or Jonathan Kasdan tried co-directing it. Speaking of Jonathan Kasdan, can we stop giving him can the film industry stop giving him work? He's always proven he's terrible. He has no idea what he's doing. The apple did fall far from the tree. Is even the CW? Yeah, I'll have to take your word from that. Hey, Substance D, how you doing? All right, so here's the thing. So now the universe is been buggered up. Okay, and so they have to find Batman. They get the message from Zod. They have to find Batman, and Batman turns out is Michael Keaton. He's living in Wayne Manor. It's all overgrown and it's all disheveled, and it's Michael Keaton and the long hippie hair. And I'm Batman, and the Batman, and he gets all the Batman stuff and does all the Batman things. And they find out a Kryptonian is an alien fell to Earth a number of years ago and is being held in a secret facility in Siberia. All right, it's Superman, but no. Okay, they break in, but no, it's Supergirl. Everybody's calling her Supergirl. Somebody got pissed at me on Twitter for calling her Supergirl. It's not Supergirl. I'm like, well, everybody's calling her Supergirl. What am I supposed to call her? Super them? So they open up the cell that Supergirl is in, and they see the thing. Oh, it's not him. So apparently Superman doesn't exist in this world. Superman didn't get sent to Earth. And it's Super They Them. So Super Them is in the sunlight for the first time, gets power up. And she beats all the Russians. I'm like, first of all, I had a problem with them sneaking into the Russian facility. Apparently there's no security for remote facility like that. Supergirl is hot. Well, listen, they made a conscious effort to cover her up to her neck. And I said, if Supergirl or if a Kryptonian absorbs yellow sunlight, the power comes from Earth's yellow sun, would it make sense for them to be wearing less clothing so that more of the skin is exposed to the sun and it absorbs more power? I caught some heat for that, but it's something I stand by. Oh, but what about male gaze? Male gaze. I'm like, put Superman in a Speedo. I don't give a shit. I'm secure enough to say that. All right, so they dispense with the Russian guards. They fly back to Gotham City, and Zod has got the dubstep cannon or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, she had the suit. She literally had the suit just lying there on the floor. Just it's what is that? I don't know. Let's take it with us. Okay, fine. So they do this thing where Zod's in the desert and the dubstep gun, and they have they're trying to terraform Earth. There's that scene, and Superman comes and kills everybody, and Zod's killing everybody. This is a big fight, and so he stabs Supergirl through the chest. Batman sacrifices himself, and the Flash goes back in time and tries to correct it, but they keep dying. So it becomes a little bit like Edge of Tomorrow, whatever the heck it is, the Tom Cruise movie. Live, die, repeat. So they figure out that, listen, if that one event has created a ripple effect through time, while him saving his mom creates this future. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Someone will come up with an excuse behind it for it. I don't know why. Yeah, every time she goes back in time. Yeah. So, and there's this thing where he's in a nexus. When he travels through time, he's in some kind of nexus, and he sees every version of the futures that or the different realities. And there's in one of them there's the George Reeves Superman, and another there's Christopher Reeves Superman. There's the Brendan Routh Superman, and then even for good measure they throw in spoilers, the Nicolas Cage Superman. And he's fighting a giant spider because of that script that Kevin Smith wrote. Producer John Peters, said that he wanted. What is it, buddy? What is it? He said John Peters said he wanted Superman fighting a giant spider in the third act. He also said he didn't want him to fly, and he didn't want him in the costume. Are you hungry, buddy? I think the rancher might be hungry. You hungry? Let's check out the cat cam. Yeah? What's up? What's wrong? What's wrong, buddy? He's being a pain. You hungry? Come here. Come here. Hey, buddy. Hey, what's up? What's wrong? What's wrong? Well, the Nicolas Cage Superman was just... He was in it for maybe a minute or two. He was only in it for a minute or two. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, it looked okay. By big, hairy... Okay, all right. He's hungry. He's hungry. All right, I'm going to play a commercial, and I'm going to give him some... I'm going to feed him, okay? He's doing Persies. He's doing big Persies. I'm going to play a commercial. Here we go.
Need a new car? Looking for that business vehicle or armaments to conquer a small nation? At Cover Commander's Sharp Auto Sales, we want to put you in your next vehicle. We have everything to meet your work, family, or military needs. Check out this His Tank. It can be yours for no money down and only $2.99 a month. Need something more versatile? How about this Stinger Jeep? Fully armored, missile launcher included. Only 40,000 miles, most of which are non-combat. We've also got Rattlers, Night Ravens, and the all-new Ford Escape. And now we're offering 0 payments for 6 months, or until Destro can formulate a plan to take over the banks. Remember, at Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales, we're not just a car dealer. We're an evil terrorist organization determined to rule the world. And we're certified by the Better Business Bureau. So come on down to Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales for a test drive on Route 1 in Springfield. Follow the signs at the bomb craters. Free balloons for the kids. Come on down! Cobra!
All right, so we're back. Agent Orange Cat is eating. Of course he is. Yeah, so this all comes down to he tried to fix time. That one event, the can of soup, the can of spaghetti sauce is what changed history. So all the history comes down to a can of spaghetti sauce. So he goes back in time again. And apparently there's this mutated Flash that shows up in the Nexus. It's supposed to be him very old. It's supposed to be a version of him that has been trying to correct this one moment for ages, forever. So apparently, that version of Flash dies. I'm having trouble remembering. So he goes back and he sees himself take the spaghetti sauce off the shelf and put it into the shopping cart. And then he meets his mother. There's this big emotional scene. And he takes the spaghetti sauce out of the cart, puts it back on the shelf. He comes back to the present. Everything is okay. And his father is proven innocent. So that's pretty much the movie in a nutshell. I know I don't have exactly the greatest description of it, but this movie it's completely underwhelming. It's basically the same exact plot as Sitting on the Edge of Forever. With Barry Allen's mom as in the Edith Keeler role. And I think it's very strange that we get essentially the same movie twice within the span of a few weeks each other. Across the Spider-Verse was essentially Sitting on the Edge of Forever. And this is essentially Sitting on the Edge of Forever. I'm like, and how does that happen? They didn't say who killed his mom. They did not say who killed his mom. And there's references in here that only certain people would know. Like there's a whole shtick about Eric Stoltz being Marty McFly. Now, for those who maybe unfamiliar, I guess everybody here is familiar. Eric Stoltz was originally cast in Back to the Future. They actually filmed a third of the movie with him as Marty McFly. Really? Reverse Flash did. Okay. That is a very... They go off on this this 4 or 5 minute thing where they talk about Eric Stoltz being Marty McFly. In this, I mean, a lot of people that I wouldn't call it uncommon knowledge, but a lot of people I don't think are familiar with that. And to keep going on and 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 on about it, I'm like, guys, what the hell are you talking about? Dr. Manhattan was Barry's dad in the Snyderverse. Oh, okay. Oh, Billy Crudup? That was Billy Crudup. I thought it was Ron Livingston. Let me see. Was Billy Crudup recast in The Flash? Because that was Ron Livingston. Ron Livingston. So yeah, well, that's a bit more obscure knowledge. His father killed whatever lesson he's supposed to learn. Well, I have no idea. I mean, it's really is this movie's a confusing mess. It really is. Okay, in Justice League. Okay. What does Mr. Khan think of it? Well, Mr. Khan didn't see the Flash movie. But we'll see if we can get him to do some commentary. Oh, Mr. Khan. Oh, Mr. Khan. Mr. Shlomo, what are you doing? I was having a very nice Sunday. And then you call me to talk about the Flash. Oh, hello, I'm Mr. Flash. I'm Mr. Flash. No, Mr. Shlomo. Why are you talking to me about these things? Why don't you talk to other friends about these things? But I hear you go to the parade, the Golden Knights, one day the Stanley Cup, the Steel Cup, not the Stanley Cup, Mr. Khan. Oh, this? Oh. Okay, can you drink? I like. I had Stanley Cup at 7-Eleven. I ordered Dr. Pepper in Stanley Cup. It's 32 ounce. No, that's different. Stanley Cup, Mr. Khan. Okay, give me Stanley Cup. Okay. I can swear these guys had carried the Stanley Cup in at the gas station. I ordered drink. I get in Stanley Cup. Mr. Khan, we're talking about two different things. Oh Lord! Oh no! Mr. Shlomo. Why does the Hollywood make the bad movies? The bad movie made my mother get killed too. Oh, look at me. I'm Kamala Khan. Look at me. I want to be more like white woman. Now I'm dead. Oh, no. But Mr. Shlomo, you have gas. You could make hot dog later. I would like one, but I cannot. I'm on diet. Hey, Mr. Shlomo, what happened to the music? What? Oh, okay, there you go. There's a little break there. Oh, yes, Mr. Khan. Oh, yes, I was making that face all through the movie. Like, what the hell is this? I cannot believe I'm watching this crap. What is this shit? This is not good. Why? Who came up with it? It took me 10 years to come up with this movie. It took 10 years to make a movie. It better be greatest movie all the time. I mean, I'd like to be watching Gone with Wins. No, Mr. Khan does not like Flash movie. No, Mr. Flash movie. You know, I thought I was watching Flash Gordon. Flash! He's the invincible. But it's not good Flash movie. The Miller kid, he's a troublemaker. He beat that woman up. That is not good. You know. But yes, he's saving babies. He's saving the babies and putting baby in the microwave. What, does he take baby as burrito? What is going on here? What kind of movie is this? What is going on? Oh, I got baby. I'll put this baby in microwave. But there's lots of babies. People are having lots of sexual intercourses in America. People are humping their brains up. We have problems and you're hum. You better not be humping with my daughter. Because I know that for damn sure. What happened to the music? Where did the music go? What happened? Can you somebody not pay the band? Oh, there it is. Okay, I am going bye-bye now. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Someone does not pay me enough for this. The great Mr. Khan. The great Mr. Khan. Always nice when Mr. Khan stops by. Yeah, the Flash should date Velma. Speaking of Velma, we got Velma is, but like I said, the Flash is just I don't get it. Maybe I'll do a full review. Maybe I won't. I haven't decided, but yeah. I mean, let's get nuts. He said the thing. I'm Batman. He said the thing. The actress who played Supergirl, she was fine, but it's nothing spectacular. Covered up to her neck, but I said, hey, she's Black Shaggy would say she got some nice titties. The biggest problem is that you're not invested in this universe because it's going to be replaced. That's it. It's going bye-bye. It's going to go bye-bye. But anyway, so let's move on to something else. I'm not sure what. Now listen. I said this a couple weeks ago. We're going to be seeing a lot more of the only reason why we have a Miles Morales or any of these other characters is because they want versions of these characters that they own. Well, Marvel now is winding down the fight over Avengers characters, except for one. The Disney division has settled a series of disputes over copyrights in comics created by writers and artists including Gene Colan, Don Heck, Larry Lieber, and Don Rico. But the fight with Steve Ditko's estate continues. Now, we might ask, Steve Ditko? Why Steve Ditko? Why of all people Steve Ditko? I'll tell you why. Because Steve Ditko co-created a little character known as Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the big mainstay of Marvel Comics. And they want to get that one worse than any other. Marvel's made a major move toward ending the battle for rights to its most iconic characters, including the Avengers. But the fight isn't over. Back in 2021, Marvel filed a series of lawsuits in response to copyright termination notices from Larry Lieber and the states of Gene Colan, Steve Ditko, Don Heck, and Don Rico. U.S. copyright law gives authors to their heirs the ability to essentially claw back copyrights after a certain period of time. It doesn't cover works made for hire, which has been Marvel's primary argument in these matters. At issue are the rights to titles including Amazing Fantasy, The Avengers, Captain America, Daredevil, Iron Man, Journey into Mystery, Marvel Superheroes, Strange Tales, Tales to Astonish, Tales of Suspense, and Tomb of Dracula. In addition to the specific art and stories in the comics, termination notices also targeted any character or story element or indicia reasonably associated with the works. Collectively, an extremely long list of characters has been involved, including Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hulk, Thor, Hawkeye, and Scarlet Witch. Marvel, represented by Dan Petrocelli and Molly Lenz of O'Melveny, sounds like a milk company, has apparently reached deals that resolve 4 of the fights, as the parties have filed joint stipulations for voluntary dismissal. There's one exception. No such notice has been filed in the fight over Steve Ditko's works. Ditko, who died in 2018, co-created Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. According to the termination notice sent by Mark Toberoff on behalf of the estate of Administrator Patrick Ditko, the fate of Amazing Fantasy, including characters in 1962's debut in Spider-Man and Strange Tales, including the character's first appearance in 1963's Doctor Strange Master of Black Magic, is still to be determined. Dueling motions for summary judgment and responsive filings are currently due June 16th. So that's the thing here. That is the thing. I'll get to that in a moment. Zabu's getting into something. Hold on, I gotta see what's up here. All right, Zabu's doing okay. Is Sony part of this too? Sony is part of this in the regard that well, Sony owns the movie rights. That's the problem. That's essentially the problem. I don't know what Sony's role in this is, but here's the thing. Now, people have been saying they want to retire the character of Peter Parker. They want to retire Peter Parker. They want to retire Peter Parker. They're sure as hell trying to make Miles Morales the Spider-Man. They sure as heck are. And they're trying to, but the problem is, like I said, Miles Morales is a douchebag. But here's the thing. They're still, they really are trying. I mean, they really are trying hard. And I, for one, I don't like Miles Morales. I'm sorry. I'm never going to like Miles Morales. They keep trying. Try as they might. They keep trying. I'm like, it's a non-sell with me, guys. And now they're going to make it so that you have to play 50% of the game as Miles Morales. I wouldn't doubt that there's a edict coming down from Marvel saying that the game has to feature this character, that character, and has to feature Miles Morales in it. And I keep saying for everybody, it's time for a change. I'm like, the only reason why it's changing is because of money. That's the only reason why they're changing it is because of money. Because Miles is a character Sony owns, not Sony, Disney owns. And they always argue about, well, these aren't hand-me-down characters. Oh, no, they have their own identity. Like, if they have their own identity, why is it just a copy and paste of Peter Parker? Why is the costume essentially the same, only just a different color palette? That's essentially my take on it. They would like a character that they own. Are we sure they have the legal ducks in a row with Miles? I bet Bendis would sue. Well, the thing is, Miles appeared in a Marvel comic in 2011 after the Siegel and Schuster case. And that's when a lot of this started. Siegel and Schuster now technically own the rights to Superman, and they lease them back to Warner Brothers. I mean, so that was a problem. That was one of the problems, is that the rights were just they literally scared the bejesus out of them. They won't be able to do what they did with John Stewart and Green Lantern. Miles also ticks a lot of politically correct boxes. Yeah. Well, the easiest way to make a character different is to race swap them. And that is essentially what they did with Velma, which is getting season 2, which means more Black Shaggy. And that's what they're essentially doing with a lot of characters these days. Now, again, if you like him, fine. I do not. I think Miles Morales is a little douchebag. I'm not going to play half the game with him. So there's Venom. Yeah, he's saving Peter. Well, it's Peter Parker and Venom. Peter Parker and Miles take on Venom. Ooh, yay. So Venom is not Eddie Brock because he want to tell different stories. Players have to play the game to figure out who Venom is. Pass. Tired of Venom, anyways, is a. Well, the thing is about that is they got a popular actor to take his place. They got a really popular actor. That was the thing. People love Samuel L. Jackson. So they really lucked out with that. But anyway, so that's always been a problem. I'm like I said, I'm passing on this Spider-Man game mainly because I don't have a PS5 and I can't find a PS5. So, yeah, what can you do? You know? But again, I do not want. See, again, there's Miles, there's Peter. Oh, look, Craven the Hunter. Oh, Peter Miles is so much better. It's time for a change. Shut up, you idiot. That's a sword because spiders in my house are always pulling swords on me. Oh. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think there's a lot of people out there who also don't get it. All right. Well, anyway. So that's it. The Steve Ditko case is still up in the air. That's going to be determined at some point. Hopefully. Don't worry. All exclusive PS5, PS games go to exclusive Yeah. Yeah. You know, the other thing too, like I keep saying, they took this whole anybody can be Spider-Man thing way too seriously. That's not what that means. It means it could be anybody, any one of us underneath the hood, underneath the mask. Not that everybody gets a Spider-Man. They really don't know what that means. All right, we're coming up on 52 minutes. Let's move on to some animal news. Did I have another story I was going to talk about? I don't know. Let me read the description. Hold on. I forgot. Oh, the elementals. So the elementals was just going to bomb. I mean, that's not a big deal. So I don't care. I don't care. Pixar, you know, it's Pixar. I haven't seen a Pixar movie in years. I have no vested interest in Pixar. So yeah, so let's do a little bit animal news. Animal news. Australian man free. Oh, I push this up. And Morbid, this comes from your neck of the woods. It sounds like I have to get down there in a hurry to rule Australia, to put an end to this thing. Australian man frees his head from the jaws of a crocodile after he's attacked while snorkeling. Marcus McGowan said he was with his wife and friends off Cape York on Saturday when the croc bit his head. An Australian man suffered head injuries in a harrowing encounter with a crocodile in Queensland over the weekend. Marcus McGowan was snorkeling with his wife and friends off of Cape York on Saturday when he was attacked from behind. He said in a statement released Tuesday by Cairns and Hinterland, hope I pronounce it, Hinterland Health Service. The crocodile, which McGowan believes was a juvenile, had its jaws around his head. I was able to lever its jaws open. I can read like an Australian. I was able to lever its jaws open, just far enough to get my head out. McGowan said, the crocodile then attempted to attack me a second time, but I managed to push it away with my right hand, which was then bitten by the croc. McGowan was taken to Haggerstone Island, where a friend, a fireman, administered first aid until the emergency helicopter arrived to take him to a nearby hospital. He said he was treated for lacerations to his scalp and puncture wounds to his head and hand. Ultimately, McGowan said he was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. I live on the Gold Coast, and I'm a keen surfer and diver, and understand that when you enter marine environment, you are entering territory that belongs to potentially dangerous animals, such as sharks and crocodiles, he said in a statement. McGowan has asked for privacy as he recovers. Saltwater crocodiles native to Australia can grow up to 7 meters, more than 22 feet, according to the Australian Zoo. They can also hold their breath underwater for up to 8 hours. They use the murkiness of the water to remain unseen before ambushing their prey, grabbing them with their powerful jaws and death rolling them back into the water, the zoo said on its website. Though the population of saltwater crocodiles has rebounded after years of poaching, they are still considered vulnerable in Queensland. The zoo said the last recorded attack by a crocodile was a non-fatal attack also around Cape York in February, according to the Queensland Department of Environment and Science. The department has a record of attacks from December 1985 through March, with the last recorded fatal attack in the state occurring in February of 2021. The Queensland government is committed to a crocodile management program that delivers appropriate protection of public safety, enabling the ongoing survival of estuarine crocodiles in the wild, the department said on its website. So there's crocodile. Boy, yell, crocodile. Sounds like you guys need me to get down there in a hurry. Yes. Not many survive. Many crocs down here. Bloody hell. And it's beyond bloody lucky. Yep, Paul Hogan. So crocs taste legit exactly like chicken. Probably right. I'm not in a hurry to try them. They look like a floating log. We were taught to throw rocks at logs to see if it moved. That's one way to do it. They just kind of pester them. If they see if it moves, it's a crocodile. So it looks like I gotta get down there in a hurry. Australia needs me to save me. Orcas are also attacking boats. That's right. I read that. Let me see. Move my bottle of water so I don't spill it. Attacking boats. Let's see. Palo Alto. Killer whales are not our friends. No, they are not. Orcas are attacking boats apparently every day now. We'll also do this story. There are days we have 2 or 3. For weeks now, the internet has been enraptured by orcas attacking ships, even pleasure yachts, and the ferocious crustaceans show no sign of letting up. In a new interview with PBS, a man who runs a website that tracks orca sightings and encounters off the coast of the Iberian Peninsula, where in recent months orcas have increasingly attacked and sunken boats, and the angry whales are keeping busy. We're having one incident every day on average, okay? Alves, creator of orcas.pt, told the public broadcaster, there are days we have 2 or 3. Alves' map for June is worth pointing out, shows only 12 attacks so far this month, all of which took place in the Strait of Gibraltar, the area between Spain and Morocco, which falls mildly short of 1 attack per day. But, point taken, they're still at it. In a brief interview, the site creator said he made the orcas.pt to help captains know what might await them when they set sail. If you spread the word about something that happens in an area, people will avoid that area, Alves told PBS. Maybe they will keep the boat and say, I don't sail today because there are too many orcas at that one point. I will sail tomorrow. Or maybe I'll go in another direction. PBS notes the Iberian orcas were already unique before these attacks began happening because they're a genetically distinct subpopulation because they are critically endangered. While nobody knows why the orcas in the Strait of Gibraltar keep attacking boats, one prevailing theory suggests that a female in the pod, known as White Gladys, may be exacting revenge for an injury gleaned from a boat rudder. Oh, wow. How about that? Let me see. White Gladys. As one might guess, some captains and crews have, as Newsweek reported earlier in the week, begun arming themselves against the pod. Though one captain whose vessels have twice been attacked by White Gladys's gang said that that's not the way to handle the situation. Bottom line, Kreese says, is we're in their territory. It seems per the orcas.pt math, at least that White Gladys would agree. Let's see, do we have a picture of White Gladys? Let me see. Yeah, we kind of do. Okay, there's White Gladys. You know, there was a movie years ago called Orca that was exactly about this plot. It's a ripoff of Jaws at the time. You know, Bo Derek was in it. She got her leg bitten off. And that was that for her. And she was out of the movie. So Bo Derek is a bad actress. So, yeah, they would. Free Willy's back for revenge. Okay. We're coming up on 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 minute. Let's do the segment that I call Headlines from the Future. Now, as everybody knows, I have a subscription to a special news service. They send me headlines from the not too distant future. Okay, and I'm going to share some of these with you right now. So, first headline from the future. Golden Knights sign robot Shlomo. In a move that practically secures a second consecutive Stanley Cup, the Vegas Golden Knights have signed defenseman Robot Shlomo, seen here autographing for his fan, singular, to a 2-year contract. Terms that were not disclosed, but they most assuredly included unlimited lap dances at the Hustler Club and a lifetime supply of Pope Yes fried chicken. So, headlines. More headlines from the future. Bob's Burgers engine tragedy. The long-running animated series Bob's Burgers concluded this past Sunday with a shocking twist. The titular character Bob, after years of ingesting burger grease, died of a heart attack. With Bob finally out of the way, Linda and the kids finally see the burger restaurant succeed, leading them to franchise the name, making millions. So Bob's Burgers ending in tragedy. And finally, the headline from the future. James Gunn to reboot the Gunn universe. Director James Gunn has announced that his DC film slate, dubbed the Gunn universe, will be rebooted yet again. Former Marvel executive Victoria Alonso will be replacing him as head of DC Films. When asked about the move, Alonso said, No, James Gunn. He no good. Movies for women now. So there you go. Headlines from the future. It is officially 4:11 p.m. We're officially at 1 hour, 3 minutes. Everyone, that's our show for today. I'd like to thank everyone for turning up. Anthony Way, Clint Matthews, Pegleg Pete, Morbid Fury, Cesare Japan, Substance D, everyone. Pardon me. Let's check in one last time with Agent Orange Cat. Check in one more time with Agent Orange Cat. There we go. He CPs. There's Agent Orange Cat, and there's Dim Sum. There's Agent Orange Cat. And everybody, thank you for joining us. Zabu's around here somewhere. I don't know where he is, but he's probably eating. Everybody, Anthony Way, everybody, Morbid Fury, Mr. MH, Andrew Helm, Clint Matthews, Peg Pete, Fuke Norris, Substance D, Cesare Japan, everyone, thank you for joining me. As I always say, I cannot do this without you. We're going to see you back here real soon. I'll probably be playing old-time hockey or something else tonight. Not sure what exactly. But everyone have a great rest of your day. Have a great Sunday. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. Have a great night. Have a great morning. Have a great day or evening, hour, afternoon, whatever you're having. Have a good one. No drinking, no driving. Want to see you back here next time. And as always, take care of yourself and each other. And we will see you next time.